Let's talk about acid. So acid is a drug that's like illegal. The only drugs that I've taken in life, in this lifetime, because this was my last lifetime, because my energy is going back to the sun, and not to a fake, statue of Jesus Christ. My energy is going back to the most powerful source of energy that's responsible for me being able to be here. The sun. Not nothing I can't see. The sun. So let's talk about acid. The only three drugs that I've taken so far in this lifetime is weed, ecstasy, and LSD. Not automatically off rip. Some people are gonna call me crazy. I've never taken drugs in my life. And then they go and fall in love and eat a whole bunch of food with a whole bunch of chemicals that haven't been classified as drugs yet. Sugar to be included. It's funny when people be like, I'm never do drugs. I never do that. You eat sugar. You eat sugar. That's a drug. Stronger than cocaine. So I don't want to hear of how of a goody two shoes you are, because you do fucking drugs that just aren't classified because people are making money off of it, and it's a slow death, just like cigarettes. Weed fucked up money otherwhere in other places, so they wanted to take it away from you. The cigarettes help create so much money in so many different places. And most importantly, healthcare. Pills. Sugar is fucking you up. But to them, they're making a lot of money off of it because health craze. You're gonna buy the healthy shit. It's the yin and yang. You're gonna eat bad, eat sugar, and then go binge and shit, go run, or whatever. Hit the fucking gym because you already fucked up what was naturally given to you, which is just the ability to naturally burn off natural shit that goes into your body. Sugar is a poison. It's not supposed to be digested. So is caffeine, coffee. Where you can literally kill cells in your body from eating sugar and consuming caffeine because it dehydrates your body. And might I add, there's good and bad to everything. So if we're using that logic, let's go back to drugs. Let's talk about acid, LSD. The bad is that it changes the way you see things forever. And the good is that it's almost like being able to spiritually talk to your higher self. LSD is also a natural substance. No one has ever died from LSD. Sugar kill you. No one died from weed. Sugar kill you. Ecstasy, on the other hand, that one is not natural. But also at the same time, no, you can't die from ecstasy unless you drink too much water. Or take the wrong thing, because ecstasy is classified as a drug, so counterfeit. You know, America and whatever governments, regulators all over the world come together to tell you that, hey, you can't do shit because we haven't approved it yet. We know you can. We can give you the real thing, and you'll be completely fine with that. But it might fuck up how we want you to see the world. And on top of that, on top of it fucking up how we want you to see the world, on top of it fucking up how we want you to see the world, we might lose money from it. Because once again, we're being manipulated for money. Which is why I'm not saying that everybody can do it, but you shouldn't have money in your name. If you have a business or something like that, LLC, it's better to put money into that business. Because you can turn evil and lose all your fucking money. Or evil can come at you and lose all your fucking money. Because evil is attracted to money. You can also gain money by being evil. You have to somewhat lose track of God, lose track of who you were when you came out the womb, to give a fuck about money. I say God because a lot of people say God. Really, I mean the sun. Let's go back to acid. Let's talk about acid. So, it changes your perspective on everything forever. It's a hallucinogen. And not something to be taken lightly, because acid completely erases the mask that you wear. And you feel connected. You finally feel the sun. You finally feel the energy that the sun is giving you. And you see shit for how it is. It erases the filter that the world puts on you. Not the world, because the world is natural. That the unnatural puts on you. Weed, to me, I wanted to talk about acid, but let's hop on weed real quick. Weed in the most simplest form allows you to disconnect from your spirit and be just physical. So your spirit may be pestering you with all these, like your higher self wants you to do this, your higher self wants you to do that, your higher self wants you to do this, and you can't sleep. So you smoke weed to disconnect from this stuff that you know you should be doing. In between, there's like mushrooms, which I've never taken. But in my opinion of hearing about mushrooms, it sounds like it's a nice balance between just being able to laugh at shit while seeing it for what it is. So you're like disconnected, but also in the loop. My opinion. Yeah. Let's talk about acid. So acid should be a completely legal drug, even though it's not going to be for, until we go back into Renaissance type times. Right now, we're just in dumb shit times where anything that grabs your attention, anything that makes money, anything is that we're in attention whore era. We're in pre-privileged era. Once we go back to fine art times, Renaissance times, where art means shit besides like what's the South Park characters who are on TV who just fart, and that's the end of their joke. That's like TikTok and social media right now. That's literally that episode is perfect because it demonstrates what we think is worth seeing. Instead of real stuff. Like Vincent van Gogh, beautiful mess of art that was left behind and cherished for thousands of years because it was real. A man who went crazy, cut off his ear, is still remembered today. Will a TikTok celebrity be remembered in 10 years? Will clean SpongeBob, who's like, hey, who's been, scrubbed down to a fine ball by a therapist or whatever, be remembered in 1,000 years? No, because there's so many fucking yous. Vincent van Gogh in this world today would have been pushed to suicide. And even back then, he was already quote unquote fucking crazy. But today, the Starry Night is all about the dreams that he saw, but could only display in that painting that he painted for us. While everybody thought he was fucking crazy, he was able to paint this picture of the starry night while behind bars or window, whatever mental institution he was in. He's able to paint this picture of a starry night while looking at that night through bars. I'll let that be the end of this video. Yeah.